Hello everyone, DeckTrolls here, and today I have for you my Dododo Swordsman deck. This is a fun deck, and yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. It's a fun deck. It's good to use against your friends, maybe in locals, but you're definitely not gonna be winning any any major tournaments with this, but it's really fun to use. Alright, let's get into it. We got 3 Dododo Swordsman. It's a warrior. While this flip summon card is face up on the field, it gains 3,500 attack. When this card is flipped face up, you can target up to 2 face-up monsters on the field and destroy them. You have 3 Dododo Witch. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon 1 Dododo monster from your hand in attack position or face down defense position, except Dododo Witch. That's it for the Dododo monsters. Next up we got 3 Super Heavy Samurai Big Benkei. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can change its battle position. Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control can attack while in face-up defense position. If they do, apply their defense as damage calculation. For damage calculation. You got 2 Super Heavy Samurai General Coral. Its pendulum effect is, while you have a spell or trap card in your graveyard, this card's pendulum scale becomes 4. Once per turn, when a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate this card. You can activate this effect. That monster can make a second attack in a row, even if this card leaves the field. And its field effect is, if you have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard, you contribute up to 2 Super Heavy Samurai monsters, draw that many cards. You can only use this effect of Super Heavy Samurai General Coral once per turn. The monster effect is not what you're going to use at all. You're only going to be using its pendulum effect, so it doesn't matter if you're going to have spells or traps in your grave. You got 3 Giant Rat. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Earth monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck in attack position. Now, this is why I run Big Benkei, because Big Benkei has 1000 attack. Once he hits the field, he goes to defense, and then he can use his 3,500 defense. So, you can also use this card to search Dododo Witch. But, for the most part, you're going to be getting out Big Benkei. Lastly, for the monsters, we've got 2 Sangan. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. But you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of the turn. You can only use this effect of Sangan once per turn. This is obviously to search out your Dododo Witch. And I guess if you want to, your Giant Rat. Now for the spells, we have 3 Infernal Reckless Summon. When exactly 1 monster with 1500 or less attack is special summoned to your field while your opponent controls a face-up monster, special summon as many monsters as possible with the same name as the special summon monster from your deck, hand, deck, or graveyard, in attack position. Also, your opponent special summons as many monsters as possible with the same name as one of their face-up monsters from their hand, deck, and graveyard. So if you special summon your Super Heavy Samurai Big Benkei, you're able to special summon 3 of them, which is amazing. Which is generally what this card is intended for. Now we got 3 Magnum Shield. It's an equip card. Equip only to a warrior type monster. Apply this effect depending on its battle position. Attack position gains attack equal to its original defense. Defense position gains defense equal to its original attack. This is only applicable to Dododo Samurai and Dododo Witch. You're going to be using it mostly on Dododo Samurai because when it's flipped over, it has a 3,500 defense, and once it's changed to attack position, after it's been flipped over, it already has 3,000. Wait, it has 3,000 defense, and it gains 3,500 attack. So once you put it in attack position and you equip this card, it's able to have 6,500 attack. Got 2 Onomatopoeia. You can only activate 1 Onomatopoeia per turn. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Add up to 2 of these monsters from your deck to your hand. You cannot add 2 of the same category. Zubaba, Gagaga, Go-Go-Go, and Dododo. So you're only going to be searching 1 monster with this card, sadly. But it's a search, and it's decent, it's good. You got 1 Axe of Despair. Equip with a monster. That monster increases its attack by 1,000 when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. If you offer 1 monster on your side of the field as a tribute, this card returns to the top of your deck. 1 Ego Boost. When a monster declares an attack, target 1 face-up monster on the field. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of the battle phase. This one's for your Super Heavy Samurai. 1 Unity. Select 1 monster on your side of the field. Its defense, the defense of the selected monster becomes equal to the combined original defense of all face-up monsters on your side of the field until the end of this turn. Now, if you Inferno Reckless summon those 3 Benkeis, you're gonna have a lot of fun because each of their defense is 3,500. So 3,500 times 3 is a whole lot of fun. You got 1 Book of Moon. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. Change that target to face-down defense position. This is something you can use on your super heavy, not your super heavy, your Dododo Samurai or Dododo Swordsman. Yeah, my bad. I've been saying Samurai. Dododo Swordsman, because when it's flipped, you gotta pop 2 cards. And 1 Dark Hole. Destroy all monsters on the field. Now, that's it for our spells. So for our traps, we got 2 Acid Trap Hole. This is only intended for your Dododo Swordsman. Target 1 face-down defense position monster on the field. Flip it up, then destroy if its defense is 2,000 or less, or return it face down if its defense is more. Because once you flip it, you get to pop 2 cards. So you basically just flip it up, flip it back down. Three, Call of the Haunted. Target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face-up attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. You got 2 Mirror Force. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device. Target 1 monster on the field. Return that target to the hand. 1 Magic Cylinder. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, the attacking monster, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack. One torrential tribute. When a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. One bottomless trap hole. When your opponent summons a monster with 1500 or more attack, destroy that monster with 1500 or more attack, and if you do, banish it. Now, I forgot to remove this card because honestly the only thing it's good in is like harpies and those metal foes, so magical hats. Don't use this card. Use it for another copy of any of your other cards. Maybe compulsory. That's a great one. But don't use magical hats. I've learned it is quite trashy. Although sometimes I like trashy, but not in this deck. Alright, so that's it for our main deck. We only have 3 cards in our extra deck. We got 1 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. Requires 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Monster you control cannot attack your opponent directly for the rest of the turn, except this card. Also, take control of the targeted monster until the end of the battle phase. But while this effect is applied, it has its effects negated, and its attack becomes 3000. Also, its name becomes Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. You got 1 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. Requires 3 level 8 monsters. You can also exceed some of this card by using Galaxy Eyes monster you control as an exceed material, except Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. Exceed material attached to that card also become materials attached to this card. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 equipped cards. Up to 2 cards equipped to this card, attach them to this card as an exceed material. Once per turn, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card, target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, and destroy it. And lastly, 1 number 40 Gimmick Puppet of Strings. Requires 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card, place 1 string counter on each face-up monster on the field, except this card. If you do, during the standby phase, during your opponent's next end phase, destroy the monsters with string counters, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Alright guys, that is my Dododo Swordsman deck. Tell me what you think. What would you do to improve it? What did you not like as much? So yeah, give me some feedback. Please comment. I like when you guys comment. Yeah, remember I have 100 plus budget friendly decks, so there's gonna be a lot of fun content coming your way, so please make sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, have fun.